Slight conundrum with the Z4. Some of you guys have dealt with this storage door know that, well, yeah, there's some challenges here. So when I reinstalled this whole storage unit, one of the two tabs fell off that holds the door in place, which is basically a push pin. Like you push it in, it just locks in place, kind of like the shift knob, if you've ever had to change the shift knob out of the BMW. Similar kind of thing. But now the second of these two pieces has fallen off, so the door just kind of comes off like that, because this piece doesn't have it and this doesn't have it. So technically it does still work, it'll stay in place, but I said, well, let me see if I can order one of these. So I did get a new door. It's a little different, and we'll talk about what that some of the changes are with that. Alright, so on the right is the old door, on the left is the new door. Now they're pretty different items. I couldn't find what this was called. I think it's called the lower storage door or something like that. I looked it up via part number, which is actually on the piece itself, and found part number, ordered the product, which was about $49.99 plus tax, and this is what arrived. Now, clearly, they're two very different parts. From what I can gather is that BMW does not make this part anymore. And as you saw earlier, it still will function as the door, so even if your tabs broke off, you still would be okay with this. It's just not ideal because it doesn't really pop open. If you take the door off too forcefully, as you saw earlier, it will just fall off, which is not convenient at all. So I guess this is I'm theorizing that this maybe is the newer door for maybe after the refresh of the Z4. As you know, you had a mid-model refresh. I think it was 2007 to 2008. They changed some of the standard items in the Z4, and I'm guessing this maybe was the new door. I don't know. I haven't owned a model that's newer than 2006, so this could be the standard door, and I just don't know. But it's the same part number, so if you order new door, you're going to get this thing. I guess this is like a cradle for a cell phone or something, or a charger. I know BMW had some iPhone connectivity stuff in the late aughts, so that might be what this is. It's got a little storage bin there, which is a little extra. So it's a place for your pen. And I'm gonna go get this installed. The good thing, though, if you can notice the pieces that are the crux of the problem are right here. You see these tabs that this has versus this doesn't. So you see that? These are the tabs that lock into that storage, the big storage compartment. And obviously they're present and they're not present here. One of the problems I noticed with this old door, though, is these holes, if you can see them, so you can quite see them, but there are holes behind this tab. And one of these items broke off and fell into the actual compartment itself. So that's one of the problems with this door. Luckily, this door doesn't have that issue. It doesn't appear to have that issue. But we'll probably find out the hard way at some point. But I'm going to go get this installed, and I will take a little bit of footage of that and give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is the door lined up. If we can see here, we should be able to see both the tabs kind of go in. Hopefully they'll fit. And the real trick is to get those tabs oriented to where they will line up. You can see there. Okay. Just kind of give it a shove. Pops. And there you go. See, that's the way they're supposed to look. See how the tab goes in there perfectly? Yeah, like that. So the only real thing, let's see if this closes. It closes. Pops open. Looks good. And this actually, I was worried these were going to hit this and hurt some of the storage space, but actually this kind of place here that's dead space anyway, and that's where these items end up, so you're not going to lose any storage space. This is going to be a little weird, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but looks like a good replacement. Fits flush. Looks good. So all in all, good purchase.